Now, the Federal Reserve spoke yesterday, and Jerome Powell said it's unlikely that they will be cutting interest rates in March. And I had a pretty good feeling that these guys were all bark and no bite. And I believe that's all we're going to get this year is a bunch of jawboning. Because in my belief, they're going to have one time to cut interest rates this year. And that's going to be during their Fed meeting in late April. Because, as I've said before, everything is going to be contingent on the price of oil and the price of gasoline. Now, right now, Brent oil is a little bit over $80 a barrel. And that's about the price that we saw last year around this time. But as the spring and summer months come, that number usually goes up. And if it goes up, well, inflation is going to go up with it. So in my belief, that late April Fed date is going to be their last chance this year to cut interest rates. And in fact, I believe they're going to have to reverse. I think they're going to have to hike interest rates. Once oil and gasoline start moaning again and inflation follows, they're going to have to turn around and start hiking rates. Now, they wouldn't come out and say that now, not during an election year. And they definitely don't want to spook the market or spook the consumer. Now, if the Fed starts hiking interest rates, it's going to be bye-bye for the American consumer because many people, they're getting their pink slips now. They're already behind on those holiday bills. And if inflation starts going back up and interest rates start going back up, it's not going to be pretty. We're going to be stuck in an inflation whirlwind, I think, until 2025. And I've said that in previous videos, that the Fed, they wouldn't be cutting until 2025. Now, I'm not sure that the banking crisis is over. We had New York Community Bank, which took over and acquired Signature Bank, fell 40% after earnings. And that stock is down more than 50% in the past few days. And if it's anything like it was in 2023, when we looked at the banking crisis, just looking at these bank stocks, once these banks start getting into penny stock status, it seems like it's a race to the bottom. Now, the market's been going up and there's been jubilation from Wall Street and the media is touting how great things are. But once you pull this curtain back, you're seeing some of these bank stocks not look too well. Now, every day we're seeing new announced layoffs and they're big numbers. And that's kind of worrisome because around this time of the year, you usually see retail laying off, not some of these financial and tech companies. And if this keeps up, this is a recipe for financial disaster later on this year. And it's kind of odd with some of these layoffs because even as the market is going up, the NASDAQ has announced that they're cutting jobs. They're planning on cutting hundreds of jobs. So we're seeing these exchanges let go people even while the market is rising. So that's concerning. Now, mortgage demand has fallen to a 30-year new low in January of this year, and that's down 54% from the peak during the pandemic times. And I've got a feeling that number might actually get worse even as we head into the spring and summer because the average Joe right now is just struggling to pay bills. Now, will homes be bought? Of course, but many of those buyers, they'll be cash buyers. The average Joe is just spinning wheels trying to make ends meet every month. And some of these homes that they're putting up are cheaply constructed, $700,000-$800,000 homes, 2,500 square feet. And I don't know where the buyers are going to come from. Now, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.